Our practice today will work on uniting the sun and moon of our beings, and then we'll connect them and find rest at the center. So begin your practice just by finding a seated posture on the mat. We'll begin by bending our knees. You can turn to face the short edge of your yoga mat. Wrap your arms around your shins. Push the spine away from you to round your spine. I invite you to close your eyes. Take a few restorative breaths in through your nostrils. And you might exhale with a sigh, just emptying out your mind. Maybe you're releasing any energy that might hold you back. Release energy that is not serving you. Just take a moment here to acknowledge the time you've made for yourself to come to the mat. Try to feel your heart filling with light and with love. With your next breath in, try to pull the breath into the space between your shoulder blades. Feel your back inflating, and visualize this space as the back of the heart. With your next breath in, we'll sit tall. Try to feel a sense of buoyancy through the top of the head and through your sternum. Extend the arms in front of you. Roll the wrists a few times. You can flap your hands up and down and turn your palms up to the sky. Gesture to the universe that you're open to receive. Notice the sits bones beneath you. Feel the weight of your body balancing evenly over your foundation. With a big breath in, send your breath from the base of the spine up through the vertebral column, visualizing the breath floating up one vertebrae at a time, and let the breath release up and out through the top of the head. With your exhalation, start to roll your spine to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Feel your spine releasing to the earth like a set of train tracks. You can use your core muscles to help control the descent of your body down to the mat, and you can always take your hands down to modify if this doesn't feel good for your body. Take your knees into your chest, rock and roll, massage your back, connect to your breath. Maybe your eyes are closed or your gaze is soft. Let's inhale, take our legs up to the sky, point and flex your feet. Roll your ankles, spread your toes wide apart, and let the legs fan out into a wide straddle. You can take your hands to the insides of your legs just to encourage your legs to open a little bit more deeply. Try to let the weight of your body balance over your first chakra, your root chakra. So try to find your sacrum, that's the triangular shaped bone at the base of the spine. Start to visualize your root chakra just behind your tailbone. Press down through the root chakra. Take a big breath in and invite energy from the earth to move through this portal, to move through this chakra. Feel the energy moving up through the vertebral column again, your spine. Visualize the other 6 chakras becoming aligned to your first chakra. Try to feel the crown of your head and tailbone moving away from each other. And allow that oppositional movement to create space and length through the body. When you're ready, you can bend your knees, reach your hands up for happy baby pose. Maybe you grab the feet. You can grab the inside or outside of the feet. Maybe you grab your big toes, taking a peace finger grip. You might also grab your ankles or legs. Just hold on to whatever is accessible to you. You can rock and roll side to side. It's going to give you a little bit of core toning, a little bit of core work. You can explore the posture by letting your legs fan apart wide. Maybe you keep your legs a little closer together. You can close your eyes to just connect deeply with the sensations you feel as you move. Try to think of these sensations as anchors for your mind. So when thoughts from the day start to arise in your mind, you can acknowledge the thoughts. Take a big breath in to focus your consciousness, to focus your mind on the mat, and then exhale. Try to release the thought. keep your minds, your consciousness neutral so that we're just observing what we're experiencing during our practice. We're not judging ourselves, we're not judging this moment. We're just simply here. Our present moment, it's like an infinite amount of moments of time. Take one more breath. Start to slowly bring our legs together, and we'll stack our ankles over the knees, align your knees over your hips. Press down through your sacrum, tone up your bandhas, lift up your pelvic floor, pull your belly button in and up to the spine, and then hug your low back into the mat. Try to hollow out the low belly. With your exhalation, slowly lower the legs down. Give your core muscles a little bit of a challenge. If your low back lifts as the legs come down, just try to re-engage your core. As your legs come to rest on the mat, we're going to turn onto our right side. Take the right arm and reach it over your head. Bend your right elbow, and we're going to place the hand just behind our ear. Press the right leg away from you. Try to feel a line of energy from the right heel to the right elbow. Lift up your bandhas to keep a nice neutral pelvis. We're going to bend our top leg, our left knee. You can start to reach down with your left hand. You might take a peace finger grip around your left big toe. Extend your left leg straight up to the sky. We can also use a yoga strap here. If we don't have a yoga strap accessible to us, maybe we use a towel. Maybe we don't use anything. Maybe we just keep our left hand on the mat and we just take our left leg up. Let's start to slowly lower the left leg down. You can exhale your left leg towards the mat, and we'll let our legs rest hips distance apart so the left leg doesn't come all the way down. Try to keep driving both heels away from you. Keep the bandhas toned. Inhale, take your left leg up. We'll bring it up into its full range. Try to imagine that you're breathing in through the soles of the feet. Feel the breath traveling towards the pelvis. Allow the breath to massage your organs, and then when you're ready, exhale. This time we'll take our left leg all the way down. Turn onto your belly. We'll find Sphinx pose. Stack your shoulders over your elbows. The forearms are parallel to each other. Your palms are pressed wide into the mat. Ground down strongly through the tops of your feet. So when you press into the feet, you're going to notice your legs becoming really strong and active. So notice your kneecaps are lifted up. Feel your quadricep muscles firing. Ground down to your pubic bone. Ground down through your hip bones. And just allow the shape of this posture to massage your low back. Start to squeeze your shoulder blades in and down your spine. Notice space opening around your collarbone. Ground down through all of these contact points and visualize your spine extending up and out through the crown of your head. Cobra. I'm sorry, this is not cobra, I lied. It's Sphinx pose. Take one more breath here. With your exhalation, we're going to lower down. Stack your forearms on top of each other. Bend your knees. Let your legs go side to side like windshield wipers. So you can check in with your low back. Maybe you let your legs kind of go around in a circle. Let's release back to center. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, float up to all fours. Tabletop pose. Exhale to extended wide-legged child's pose. Slide your knees out to the edges of the mat. Take your big toes together behind you with your exhalation. Press your hips into your heels. Your forehead can come all the way down to the mat. And if the ground feels very far away, maybe you take a yoga block and place the yoga block underneath your forehead. Send awareness to your spine. Start to visualize your spine extending out through the top of the head, and then visualize it lengthening back and out through your tailbone. With each breath in, your spine becomes more energized. And with each exhalation, try to breathe a sense of peace and ease through your body. Maybe you massage your forehead on the yoga block or on the mat. Try to allow your sixth chakra, your third eye, to open. You can visualize your pituitary glands behind your third eye. Take a big breath in and invite energy from earth to move through the third eye into your pituitary gland. And with your exhalation, let that energy move through the whole nervous system. When the energy moves through, you feel more grounded, more at peace, maybe even more focused. Start to walk your hands to the upper right corner of the mat. We're going to cross the left arm over the right arm. Try to drive your left hip back to the left heel. Lift your rib cage on the left side up and out of the hips. So feel your whole left side of your body opening. Try to let your breath comb through the left side. Walk your hands to the upper left corner, cross the right arm over the left arm. Try to sit your right hip to your right heel. Come back to center, take your palms together in prayer mudra, bend your elbows. Let the hands release to your upper back or to your shoulders. And re-extend your arms. Take one more breath here, just opening up as much length as you can through the spine. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Press yourself up to all fours, tabletop pose. We're going to spin to face the long edge of the mat. Step the right leg away from you for gate pose. So the outside edge of your foot is in line to the short edge of your mat. So your right kneecap and toes are facing forward. You can let the right arm rest over the right leg. Reach your left arm up. And exhale, we're going to arc our body to the right. Try to keep lifting through the center of your heart. And exhale, we're going to cartwheel our hands down to a modified side plank. Stack your shoulders, ground down through the outside edge of the right foot. Keep your hips lifted up high like a rainbow. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Find your gate pose. This time, we'll let the left arm make big sweeping motions. One more time. Nice job. And come down into your side plank. Exhale. This time, we'll float the right leg up. You can release the right arm over your head, making a long line of energy from the fingertips all the way down to the right heel. Draw the toes to the shin. Keep your bandhas active and strong. Nice job, guys. Let's take our hands down to the mat. So we're just gonna come into almost like a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a lunge because it's not, but just extend the right leg to the back of the mat. You can massage your right foot. The left knee is down. Make sure your left hip is stacked over the left kneecap. Press your right heel back. Dial the right pinky toe down, balance here. And now extend your left arm. Exhale, squeeze the knee and elbow together, sunbird. Inhale, lengthen your limbs. Exhale. Inhale, hold it here. Take your right knee to the mat. Circle your left arm to the sky, look up, and exhale, thread the needle. We're gonna thread the left arm through the window of the right arm. Make sure the hips stay neutral. You can let your left temple and shoulder come down to the mat. You can explore the different arm variations accessible to us here, so you can just kind of hang out right where you're at, just letting your hips stay neutral, lifting up and back. Maybe you reach the right arm forward, maybe you extend it up, or roll the right shoulder back, let the right arm drape behind you. You might also take the balancing pose here. So we'll set ourselves up for the balancing pose by bringing our palms together. In prayer mudra, we'll slide our right leg to the back of the mat, stack your hips, ground down to your left side, boop. Float your right leg up. This is a fun one. Okay, so let's come out of whichever variation of this pose we're in right now. We're gonna take our counter stretch. So press into your right hand, sweep the left arm to the sky when you come up. Oh, big stretch. Good job, guys. We're gonna step our right foot to our right thumb. So now we're more in our lunge here. You can slide your left leg back a little further, slide it back into its full range. Start to walk your hands up on top of your right thigh. Pull back on the outside of your right hip crease. Maybe you sweep the arms up. And exhale to half split. You can let the hands come down. Make sure the shoulders stay stacked over the wrists. So we want to walk our hands back. Pull the toes to your right shin and then try to press the ball of your right foot down. Let's walk our hands forward, return into your lunge. Sweep your right arm to the sky. Exhale, open your body to the right. Let's take our palms to the heart. Return to center. And exhale, twist to the left. Roll the left shoulder back. Visualize your spine extending out through the top of your head. Good job. Spiral to center, frame your front foot with your hands, tuck the back toes under, drive your left heel to the back of the room, tone up the belly muscles. Step your right foot to meet your left foot in plank. Step your feet back hips distance. Take a few breaths, just pressing back through your heels. Good job. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Draw your chest to your thighs, lift your hips. Maybe you want to walk out your dog. You can pedal your feet. You can nod your head or you can wag your tail. Take one more breath here. Let's look to the top of our mats. Walk up or float yourself forward. Take your big toes together. Exhale, bow. Inhale, ground down. Reach up, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to high mountain. Take steeple grip with your hands. Press through the feet. Lift up through the heart. Exhale, bend to the left. Move your hips to the right. Feel the right side body open. Inhale to center. Exhale, bend to the right. Move your hips to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Pause here. Press through the heels. Lift up your toes. Spread the 10 toes apart. Feel your body expand in 4 directions at the same time. So your heels are pressed deep into the mat. Your hamstrings are pulling up. The hips are pressed back. The crown of your head reaches forward. Try to close off the rib cage. Think of the rib cage like a corset and cinch it tightly around the waistline. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, ground down, reach up, high mountain. Exhale, take palms to namaste. Take a restorative breath in. Exhale, empty the mind with a sigh. Send awareness to your feet, lift up the toes, spread your toes wide. Try to let just the pads of your big toes come down. Keep the other toes lifted. This might be hard the first couple times you try it, but your muscles in your feet will get stronger over time. Good, let's lift up the big toes. Try to let the other toes come down. Super duper, lift up all 10 toes. Now, let them return to the mat. Feel the weight of your body balancing evenly over your feet. Ground down through the big toes, press down through your pinky toes, root through the heels. Shift your weight into the right leg, take the left leg up, one-legged mountain pose. Extend your left leg, roll your ankle, spread your toes. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, tree pose, Vrksana. Grab a hold of your left ankle and place the sole of your left foot anywhere along the right leg. Feel your hip bones pressing forward. Those are the iliac crests. And try to roll your left knee out and back without disturbing the alignment of your hips. You can take your palms to the heart. Maybe you grow your tree. Try to feel a strong connection to the earth beneath you. Take a breath in, feel the arch of your right foot energize. Feel the energy travel up through the right leg into the bandhas. Let that energy flood up through the nervous system all the way out through the crown of your head. And we'll take our palms to namaste. Bring the left leg forward. Step your left foot back 1/3 of your body's height to warrior one. Heel to heel alignment with the feet. Turn the back toes, or the back foot rather, at a 45-degree angle. Bend your right knee. Track the right knee to the second and third toes on the right foot. Once you have your foundation, your feet and legs situated, the knees are where they need to be. Pull back on the outside of the right hip crease so your hips and shoulders are in line to the front of the mat. Take your palms together over your head. Open your arms to cactus arms. Exhale. Inhale, move forward to your back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades in and down your spine. Open your throat. Come into a flat back. Clasp the hands behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades in and down your spine. Exhale, humble warrior. We're going to fold to the inside of our right leg. Try to bring the right shoulder and press it into the right leg. Hug your leg into the shoulder. Surrender through your neck and shoulders. Let gravity pull your head towards the crown of your right foot. Keep the back leg straight and active. Inhale, send the crown of your head forward. Make the journey up. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, float forward. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. We'll turn our palms to the sky. We'll dial our left pinky toe down. Step yourself down to crescent lunge pose. Let the ball of your left foot carefully step down to the mat. Keep your left heel lifted. Take your arms up. Exhale, we're going to windmill our left arm down. Just drop your left knee a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sweep your left arm down. Exhale. Good job, guys. Come on up. Take your palms to the heart. With your next exhalation, we're going to lower all the way down to a low lunge. Inhale, lengthen and energize your spine. Exhale, twist your rib cage to the right. You can take the left elbow, place it to the outside of the right thigh. Visualize your spine extending out through the top of your head, and let your body spiral around the axis of the spine. Roll the right shoulder back. Return to center. Stack your right shoulder over your right wrist. Sweep your left arm to the sky, and then with your exhalation, we'll spiral our rib cage to the left. Let your hands frame your right foot. Exhale to half split. We're going to walk our hands back when we extend our right leg. Inhale, walk your hands forward, tuck your back toes under, drive your left heel to the back of the mat, let the hips sink. Inhale, step back to plank. Step your feet hips distance, drop your knees and shins to the mat. Exhale, bend your elbows straight back, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Press through the tops of the feet, tone up your legs, press through your hips, press through your pubic bone. Find all of these contact points. Feel your heart moving forward and up through the gateway of your shoulders. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to all fours, tabletop. Exhale to child's pose. We'll keep our knees hips distance for this child's pose. Let your arms rest alongside of your torso with the palms turned up. Maybe you massage your forehead. Maybe you let your body rock or sway. Try to keep visualizing the spine growing out through the top of the head. You can interlace or clasp your hands behind your back. See if you can stretch your arms to the sky. You can release the bind. Press up to all fours, tabletop pose. And we'll take a seat on the mat. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big hug. Push the spine away from you. Round your back. And I'm just going to flip around because I want to stay facing the camera. So I'm going to turn myself this way. You can stay right where you are. All right. So let's inhale to a tall spine. Extend the arms, palms are up. Roll your spine to the mat. One vertebrae at a time. Come on down. Take your knees into your chest. Rock and roll. Massage your back. Move in any way that brings you peace. And just move in any way that lets you feel more connected to your practice. Inhale, take both of your legs to the sky. Point and flex your feet. Roll your ankles. Press your heels up, draw the toes to the shins. Try to pull your leg bones into the hip sockets, and at the same time, send energy out through your heels. Tone up the belly muscles, hug your low back into the earth, and then with your exhalation, we'll slowly lower our legs down. Turn onto your left side, take your left arm over your head. We're gonna create a long line of energy from our left elbow out through our left heel. So start to bend your right knee, your top leg. We're going to reach down. We're going to take that peace finger grip again around our right big toe and just stretch your right leg to the sky. Take a couple of breaths here. Connect to your bandhas. Trying to feel your samana vayu. So with your breath in, you're going to breathe in. Feel your low belly inflating like a balloon. Feel the flow of prana lifting up from the low belly, and just feel it lifting up. And then with your exhalation, we're gonna hollow our bellies out, and we're gonna feel that flow of prana starting here up high, and feel it dropping down and then massaging your organs. Take a couple of more breaths here, connecting to your samana vayu. One more breath. Let's slowly lower our right leg down with an exhalation. We're only going to take the right leg down so that our right ankle is in line to the right hip. So the legs are roughly hips distance apart. Now use the strength of your right hip and leg. Take your right leg up. And then with your exhalation, lower your right leg all the way down. This time we'll come to rest here. Turn onto your belly for Sphinx pose. The legs are hips distance. Press through the tops of the feet. Lift up your kneecaps. Squeeze the shoulder blades in and down the spine. Notice the shape of your spine. Feel that arcing shape. Try to press your sacrum through the body. Try to press your sacrum right through the body and touch it into the mat. Visualize your spine lengthening up and out through the top of your head. Exhale, lower yourself down. Stack your forearms on top of each other. Bend your knees. Let your legs go side to side like windshield wipers. Just take a few breaths here for yourself. Nice job. All right. So let's release our legs to the mat. Press yourself up to all fours, tabletop pose. And this time we're gonna set ourselves up for gate pose on the other side. So we're gonna extend our left leg out. Okay, so press down to the outside edge of your left foot, left hand to left leg. Sweep your right arm up and over. Keep your spine long, so it's like you're arcing your body. You're lifting through the heart. Feel the right side body as your opening side. Even though we're kind of arcing to the left, we do want to think about keeping the left side body long and open. Good, cartwheel your hands down. Find your modified side plank. This time we're going to keep our left foot down. Stack the shoulders. Visualize your body being pressed between two panes of glass. Let's cartwheel our arms up. Find your gate pose. And this time we'll make big sweeping circles with the right arm. This really gives you a nice stretch through the right side body. Good job. Cartwheel your hands down. Find your side plank. This time we'll float our left leg up. Try to bring your left ankle in line to your left hip. Drive the left heel away from you. Keep your hips lifted up high. Maybe you look up to your left hand. Nice job, you guys. All right, so we're gonna turn here. So we're just gonna keep our left leg extended behind us. You can give your left foot a massage on the mat. So make sure the right hip is stacked over the right knee. So you can just take a couple of breaths, pressing the left heel back. You're gonna energize the whole back of your left leg. Press into the pads of your toes, stretch out your toes. Nice job. Now float the left leg up. Sunbird pose, tone up your belly muscles, extend the right arm, rotate your right thumb to the sky. Exhale, squeeze your knee and elbow together around your back. Inhale, lengthen your limbs. Good job, guys. Exhale. Inhale. Nice, hold it here. We're gonna take our left knee down to the mat, circle the right arm to the sky, look up. Exhale, thread the needle. You have the option to take the balancing pose here if you want to. I'm not going to do it on this side, but you can. Make sure the hips don't move when you twist. We just want to keep our hips neutral, just lifting up and back in space. You can press into your left hand for leverage to help you deepen your twist. So just try to think about spiraling the rib cage up. Maybe you extend your left arm up or let the left arm drape behind you. More breath. Okie dokie. Press yourself up for the counter stretch. We're going to take our right arm. Big stretch up. Good. Take your hands down, tabletop pose. Step your right foot to your right thumb. So you're in your little lunge. We're just going to slide our left leg back into its full range. So just give yourself a little bit of space in your hips to work. We're going to start to walk our hands up on top of our right thigh. Make sure we're pulling back on the outside of the right hip crease. And maybe our arms come up. Let's take our palms to our heart. Inhale, lengthen and energize the spine. Exhale, twist your heart to the right. So we're going to keep our hips neutral. We're just going to spiral our heart. Visualize your spine extending out to the top of your head. Roll the right shoulder back. Come back to center, and exhale, take your internal twist to the left. This one's a little trickier. So just make sure you're keeping the collarbone space wide so you're rolling this top shoulder, your left shoulder back. Nice job, guys. Come back to center, exhale to your half split. So we're gonna extend our right legs. I just had a little message pop up. Boop. We'll fix that. Okay, so we're gonna extend our right leg, your half split. And inhale, walk your hands forward. We're gonna tuck our back toes under, drive your left heel to the back of the room. Step the right foot to meet your left foot in plank pose. Step your feet back, hips distance, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Draw your chest to your thighs, lift your hips, ground down through your heels. Look back at your shins, look back at your thighs. Make sure the palms are pressed wide into the mat. So we want to feel a little pocket of air under the center of our palms. Our neck is long, the belly is hollow. Gaze to the top of your mat, walk, hop, or float yourself forward. Big toes come together. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, ground down, reach up, high mountain. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Take steeple grip with your hands, high mountain. Inhale, lift through your heart. Exhale, bend to the right, shift your hips to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, bend to the left, move your hips to the right. Drive the right heel into the mat, lift the ribcage up and out of the hips. Good. Inhale to center, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine, pause here, lift up your toes, press through the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to high mountain. And exhale, take palms to namaste. Samastitihi. Take a restorative breath in. Exhale, empty your mind inside through your mouth. Send awareness to the feet. Find your center. Shift your weight to your left side. One-legged mountain pose. We'll balance on our left leg. Take your right knee up. Extend your right leg. Roll your ankle and spread your toes. Inhale to one-legged mountain pose. Exhale to tree pose, Vriksana. So you can modify your tree pose like I am by creating a little kickstand, or if you want to try to place the sole of your right foot on your left leg, take any variation that works for you. I had an injury on my left side, on my ankle, so I'm still recovering from it. So I'm going to modify tonight. Let's start to grow our tree if we haven't already. And we'll take our hands to the heart. Extend your right leg, roll your ankles, spread your toes. Take your right knee up and step yourself back to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Heel to heel alignment with your feet. We want to set up our foundation first, so make sure we're not rolling into the arch of the back foot. Heel to heel alignment with your feet. Track your left knee towards the second and third toes. And then pull back on the outside of your left hip crease. That's going to help stretch the iliopsoas complex. Make sure the tailbone is pulling down to the mat so we're not dumping into our low back. All right, let's take our palms up. Or take the palms together rather, with the arms reaching up. Pull the biceps in line to your ears. Open your arms to cactus arms. Exhale. Inhale to back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades in and down your spine. Look up. Inhale, flat back. Clasp the hands behind your back. Exhale to humble warrior. Bow to the inside edge of your left leg. Try to surrender the crown of your head towards the arch of your left foot. Feel your hips pulling up and lifting back. We're grounding strongly through our feet. Try to press down through the outside edge of the right foot. And then with your flat back, we're going to make our journey up. Pull back on the hips. Exhale, float forward to Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. So you're going to shift your weight forward into the left leg. Dial the right pinky toe down. Carefully place the ball of your right foot on the mat for crescent lunge pose. So keep your right heel lifted. Pull back on the hips. Hips and shoulders are in line to the front of the mat. Exhale, windmill the right arm down. We're going to dip our right knee. And inhale, press up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up. Last one, exhale, make a big circle. Think about completeness. Think about balance within a circle. And then take your palms to the heart. Exhale, lower all the way down into a low lunge. Exhale to half split. So we'll extend our left leg, pull back on the left hip crease. Inhale to your low lunge, press your hips forward, draw back on the outside of your right hip crease. We'll walk our hands up. Take your palms to the heart. Inhale, lengthen and energize your spine. Exhale, twist to the left. So keep your hips right where they are. Nice job, guys. Rotate to center. I'm going to take the left hand down. So we're going to stack the left shoulder over the left wrist. Sweep the right arm up. Roll the right shoulder back and look up for your internal twist. Take your hands down to frame your left foot. Tuck the back toes under. Press your right heel all the way to the back of the room. Step your left foot to meet your right foot in plank. Lower yourself down in any way that feels comfortable for your practice. If you work with chaturanga, you can take a chaturanga. Inhale to back bend. You can find cobra, you can find up dog. And then exhale, we'll take a downward facing dog together. Connect to your breath here. Let's explore this down dog. You can step your feet wide, take your left hand, grab a hold of the right thigh, pull your chest to the thigh, lift your hips up, ground down through your heels. And we'll move to the other side. Use the right hand, pull your chest to the left thigh, look under the left arm, look up. Good, take your hands to the earth. One more breath in your downward facing dog. Walk, hop, or float your feet to the top of the mat. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, ground down, reach up, high mountain. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to high mountain. And exhale, take your palms to Namaste. Take a restorative breath in through your nostrils. And exhale with a big sigh. Heel toe or hop your feet hip distance. Grab opposite elbows with your hands. Take a couple of breaths here and just give yourself a hug, just like when we started our practice. You can let your body rock and sway for a couple of breaths. Maybe you want to release the arms, maybe they want to swing. You can close your eyes. Try to bring your consciousness inwards. When you're ready, find those opposite elbows, bend your knees, and find your ragdoll pose. Take your forward fold. Try to let the weight of your body rest in the heels. You might even lift up the toes. Try to lift your hips up and back. Let your torso cascade forward out of the hips. Try to soften your shoulders and surrender through your neck. Feel gravity pulling your head to the mat. Observe the lunar properties of this pose. Maybe you feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more grounded. One more breath. You can release the bind of your hands. Just let the arms hang. Nod your head yes, and shake your head no. Nod your head yes. You can slide your hands under your feet, step your toes up to the wrists, press your feet into the hands, and just imagine that you're going to slide the hands out from underneath you. Notice an opening through the backs of your legs, your hips, your low back, your shoulders, your neck, your wrists. You can nod your head yes, and shake your head no, and nod your head yes. You can pull the hands out from under your feet, press your palms wide into the mat, and step back to plank. Step back with your feet hips distance. Tone up your belly muscles, tone up your bandhas. Come down onto your forearms, stacking your shoulders over your elbows. And now walk your feet towards your elbows for dolphin pose. Try to stack your hips over your shoulders and align your shoulders over your elbows. Step your feet together. Take your right leg high. Dial your right pinky toe down. You can stay here, or maybe you take a few hops on your left foot. Maybe you try to float yourself up into a forearm arm balance. We'll drop our right leg down, take your left leg up, big stretch. And just like we did on the other side, maybe find a few little playful hops here. And we'll bend our knees. Lower yourself down to embryo. Keep your legs together. Let the forehead come down to the mat and allow your arms to rest alongside of your body. Maybe you rock or sway. You might also find a different variation of child's pose here. With each breath, connect to your spine, connect to your nervous system. Feel the spine lengthening and energizing. With each breath in, with each breath out, try to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Let's stack our shoulders over our wrists. Press yourself up to all fours. Take a seat at the top of the mat. Bend your knees. Give yourself a nice big hug. Again, just acknowledge your practice tonight. You can rock or sway. Let's push our spines away from us so we find a rounded back. Take a big breath in and allow your breath to inflate the space between your shoulders. With the next breath in, sit tall, extend your arms with your palms turned up, gesturing to the universe that you're open to receive. Exhale, activate your bandhas and core muscles and release the spine one vertebrae at a time down to the mat. Take your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a nice big hug. Take your legs to the sky. Point and flex your feet. Roll your ankles. And now press your heels up. Draw your toes to the shins. Dandasana. Staff pose. Try to feel the weight of your body balancing over your root chakra. Plug your root chakra into the earth. Pull the leg bones, the femur bones, into the hip sockets, and at the same time, reach your heels up to touch the ceiling. Interlace your fingers behind your right hamstring. Point your right toes. Pull the right leg back. Slowly lower your left leg down. So we might find a little variation here. Maybe the left leg will hover a few inches above the mat. Maybe we give ourselves a little core work. Maybe we lift up our head and shoulders so that we're looking forward at the left thigh. We can point both the feet. You can also just take your head and shoulders all the way down to the mat and rest. We can deepen the stretch by bringing our hands up higher on our right leg. If the head and shoulders are lifted, let them come down. Release your left leg to the mat. We're going to let our right leg journey all the way over to the left side of our body so that we find a spinal twist. Extend the right arm away from you. You can let the left arm kind of rest heavily over. Your left arm rest heavily over your right leg to deepen the sensation of the twist. You can turn your gaze or drishti over the right shoulder. With each exhalation, plug your right shoulder blade into the earth. And with each breath in, lengthen and energize your spine. Carefully turn onto your back. Take your knees into your chest, rock and roll. Massage your back. Take both of your legs to the sky, press the heels up, draw the toes to the shins. Interlace your fingers behind your left hamstring and slowly lower the right leg. You might find that variation again by lifting the head and shoulders. Try to keep hollowing out the belly, so we want to keep pulling our belly into the spine and gripping our back into the mat. You can bring the hands up a little higher on your left leg. It's going to give you a deeper stretch. And if we're lifted, come down to the mat. Release your left leg all the way over to the right side. Exhale. And melt your left scapula to the earth. Take a big breath in. Energize your back body and exhale. Deepen your twist. Maybe you feel this little twist kind of massaging your spleen and your stomach. One more breath. Try to send your breath into the adrenal glands, surrounding the adrenal glands with light. Feel your nervous system becoming more peaceful, more relaxed. Turn onto your back. Give yourself a little massage here, rock and roll. And then let your feet journey to the earth. Step the legs away from you. Let's try to create a long line of energy by pressing the heels away from us and drawing our toes to the shins. It's going to activate the legs. Lift up your bandhas. Feel the weight of your body pressing into your root chakra. With each breath in, visualize the crown of your head and tailbone moving away from each other in opposition to create length. Start to scan through your body. Maybe you scan through the joints, starting with the ankles. Try to visualize space opening in the joints. Scan up to the knees, your hips. Scan to the back of the hips, finding your SI joints. Open up space, allowing energy to move through these newly widened areas. Scan through the rib cage, your sternum. Take your right arm up over your head. Feel the right fingertips moving away from your body. Feel your heels pressing forward. Let the weight of your body ground into the root chakra, your first chakra. And connect to this chakra. Try to feel security. Feel steadiness and protection within the energy of this chakra. Start to step your heels to the left side of the mat and arc your body towards the left side. Reach your right fingertips to the upper left corner of the mat. Notice the right side of your body as the open side of your body, and visualize yourself in the shape of a crescent moon. Take a couple of breaths here, imagining a line of energy dividing your body into two sides. With your next breath in, try to fill the right side of your body with a color. Choose any color that comes to mind. And when you connect to the right side, you're connecting to your solar side, your masculine side. You're connecting to your intellect. Try to allow these characteristics to be explored by you right now in this posture. Continue to fill the right side of your body with the color. Visualize your right side filling with energy. With your next exhalation, move the energy from your right side into your left side. Exhale it out through the left side of your body. Back to center. Take the right arm up and over your head. Bring the soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana. Stack the hands over your heart. Imagine you can direct energy from the hands into your heart. Feel your heart filling with light and with love. And begin to imagine the line dividing your body again, the right side and the left side. Let's extend our left arm over our head and step both legs away from you. You can let the right arm rest alongside of the torso. We're going to press our heels to the front of the room. Send energy out through your left fingertips. This time we'll bring our heels to the lower right corner of our mats. Lengthen your body from the heels all the way up and out through the fingertips and start to walk your torso towards the right side of the mat. Again, find a crescent moon shape. This time the open side of the body is our left side. Scan through the left side. This is our lunar side, our feminine side. Connect to your intuition. Take a breath. And again, we'll allow this side of the body to be filled with color and energy. So connect to your feminine side, your intuitive side, your lunar energy. With your next exhalation, pass your lunar energy from the left side of the body to the right. Exhale it out. Take a few more breaths here, moving color from the left side out through the right side. Bring your body back to center. You can let your feet naturally splay open, just keeping the feet at the corners of your mat. Let the arms rest alongside of your body with the palms turned up. And rest in the wholeness of yourself. We're at this in-between time of the day where the sun is just starting to set. Rest in the transition of the day, between day and night, between solar and lunar. Allow your mind to become very spacious and very aware. When you're ready, begin Shavasana. Begin to make small movements by wiggling your fingers and toes. Make circles with your wrists and ankles. Roll onto your side and rest. Begin to turn your third eye towards the mat and press it in to create a seal of energy from your practice. Allowing your head to hang and letting it come up last, use your hands and press yourself up to a seated posture. take your palms together in front of your heart. Bow your head to your heart. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for joining.